Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Monday of practice with Reverend Jorge. Wow. In a space given by and supported by Creative Living Fellowship in Phoenix, Arizona. So please visit our website at Creative Living Fellowship. And thank you for being here. I'm very, very grateful to have this day every day in Hi Rhonda, how are you? To have this space of practicing different spiritual practice, to explore different practice, because when we think about spiritual practice, high flannery, we tend to just think in meditation, prayer, and that's it. And there are fun and many spiritual practice that the purpose of the spiritual practice is to reconnect us with the real self truth, which is that we are one with God, that we are God in expression in our lives. So if that's the purpose of this space. I'm very grateful to Creative Love Fellowship allowed me to have every Monday, and we are getting already people connected. Say hi. Fred Marrero, hi, good to see you. Good to see everyone. So this month we have the theme on Sunday service. Look, which is Eyes on the Prize, which has been wonderful for the practice that we have been doing during this time as well here on Mondays. And in the last Sunday theme was I had to read it because this is all English. Be thou my vision. Oh. Be thou my vision. Be thou my vision. So be thou my vision and be your eyes on the prize. This is why this important the spiritual practice are fundamental, because we have Sharon. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Because the spiritual practice allow us to continually be grounded, to continually return to our essence with our presence. And that is all that meditation, prayer, affirmations, anything. We are looking at a spiritual practice that has come from the Buddhist tradition, which is basically a stop and do questions that move our minds from the typical system that we are accustomed to think, like is called the personal belief system in science of mind, the ego system, the pain and sorrow system, the what is another way that they say that the race consciousness. Ernest Holmes also call it. Race means the human race consciousness, but it's all that beliefs that we have. That is our automatic way to think. So we cannot keep our eyes on the prize and be thou vision, the God's vision, when we are so blocked by the ego, by personal beliefs, by or these ideas, false ideas that we create. In Buddhism, they call it the false self, the small self, the littleness. I love that. That's my favorite, my littleness, because it reminds me that it's just a little. So the idea of the practice that we have here is that is we do questions that return us to recognize that essence, that presence that is always present and living and experiencing ourselves. Doesn't matter if we are so caught in our minds thinking that we are, I'm Jorge, I'm from Colombia, I'm a reverend, and working here, and I'm sick, I'm not sick, and I'm tired, I'm not tired, and I have a bunch of problems to resolve tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. That is actually that system that blocks us. Reverend Sherry, hello to see you. So the purpose of this practice is to bring questions. So you can do it at any moment when you are, if you go with this practice and also connected with the breathing, the mindfulness breathing that we also did that last month with the heart coherence. So you coherent yourself with your mind, your heart, and your spirit through breathing. It will be fantastic, because it's time for us to see, to feel our real self. We are not just limited by our names, by our bodies, by the conditions of our bodies, by the history that we believe that we have, by the worries about the future. Nothing. Our jobs, our cars, either. That's not ourselves either. So despite of what television say, you are not your car. So this is a practice that focus on that. Focus on reveal, to feel. So what I invite you to, when we start doing the practice, is that you relax and start to identify who is that being beyond of all these ruffles around you. Who is? Because all of us, we are the same. We are one. We are in oneness. So if we are doing this practice together, we are revealing God in oneness. And that is the vision of God, to be one, so that we stop seeing this world as a competition, as hurtful, as a death, as a pain, as worries, and we start see and experience what God is: love, abundance, joy, freedom. That's God's vision for all of us. So the a more a little detail of the practice is you can close your eyes, not necessarily close your eyes. This is where you get practice. If you are in the middle of a situation at work, you can do this in your mind and say, do the questions, ask yourself, who is this person? Who is the one who thinks I have problems? Because the practice is called no problem. Yeah, juicy. Why? Because, good evening, April. Because one way that our egos, that little being, that false self, grab us and take us hostage is by making us believe that we are in charge, that we are the ones who need to think, resolve things. And Einstein tells us we cannot resolve anything with the same mind who created a problem. So this is a practice of meditation. And I don't want to call it meditation. It's more a practice of being in awareness of who we are, into the return to our presence. And then we can come back. And from that presence, from the biggest ourself, we can actually take action or no action, and feel the guidance that Reverend Sherry talked on Sunday, and feel that what is the next step, or just wait and breathe and smell the flowers. Maybe sometimes is the answer. So I see we have 10 people today. Yay! Connected. I'm very happy. So before we go now that we had 10 people, so please remember to give a like in YouTube or Facebook, and to share the link of this video to your friends if you find it valuable. And if you are new to CLF, just subscribe in YouTube or Facebook, so you get all the wonderful things that Creator Living Fellowship does for ourselves. And Jeannie, hi. So please thumbs up, like us, and subscribe and share. That will help us as this space of practice to be more recognized by the algorithm, and at the same time to CLF to start to show up more and more and more in the search and algorithms because we have more driving people. So thank you to all of you. My phone already told me that is time. So let's take a deep breath. Let's connect with ourselves. Expand your thorax, your stomach, and release. Expand your thorax and release. And don't think in anything. Don't just trying to manipulate. Just listen the question. And there is no question to answer. It's just to listen and to be aware, right? So here, in this moment, what is here right now, if there is no problem to solve? What is here right now, if there is no problems to solve? Feel it. Feel that. Rest. And the feeling that there is no problems, that you don't need to figure out anything. Not by yourself. Because you have the presence, the essence that is bigger, that is always with you, and that always guide you, direct you, always have you, always take you. What is here now if there is no problem to solve? What is that being? Who are you? And again, it's not your name, it's not your body, it's not your age, it's not your job, it's not your relationship or your relationships. You are not a mother, you are not a father. Who is that being? When there is no problems, when there is no identification, feel that. Feel it. Ask the self. Be aware of that. Be aware that you are bigger than your body. Feel whatever is show out right now in your space. Maybe you are feeling that you are expanded in the room, that you are taking over the room where you are. But it's just be aware. Don't try to control. And if your mind trying to control it, that's the little self again. Just back, breathe, and ask themselves, who I am if there is no problems to resolve? Who I am if I don't have past? Who I am if my body is not my limited? Who I am. We are sharing the presence. We are focused ourselves in the prize. We are one. Every time that we stop to give importance to the situations, to the problems, to the identities, to the worries, to the past, to the guilt, to regrets, and just allow be. We are aware. We can awake an awareness of our truly self. And there is when say, what is the vision? guide me, direct me. And you will sure know that it's not that little self, but you will feel the love hugging you, embracing you, the joy, the prosperity. That is what God's want. You just need to leave the space to look at, to be aware of that presence that is bigger than you. What is here when there is no reference to the past? What is here when there is no reference on worries of the future? These questions, just simple question. You are in the middle of the day, like right now, in this present moment, with your mind full of blah, blah, blah. Just say, I love you, who I am beyond of this, who I am of beyond the problems, who I am beyond of my meetings, who I am beyond of my pain in my body, who I am beyond of my regrets. This is a way to return and put the eyes on the prize, which is the oneness of God, to which is put our thoughts, or ideas, or eyes in what is important, the presence of God, the presence that we are one in God. Feel it. Feel it. Who are you when there is no problems? When there is no actions to take? When your life is not directed by the pain, the body situation? Be aware of your greatness, of your oneness. Because through this oneness is when the answers, the vision, and the guidance show up. Who is here? Ask that. Rest in that. Who is the one who is here, that never die, that never gets sick, that never worries, that never feel that needs to be responsible by himself, alone, just knows that he's not alone, because it's all and everything, it's the totality. Who is here? Rest in that spirit. This is a great way to start a Monday, a week. Recognizing our presence, recognizing our greatest self, recognizing that we are one with God, that we are the Son of God. And there is no problems to resolve. There is no situations to take care. Not by themselves. Not in the hard mode. Not just do it. But just relaxing and knowing that you are bigger, whole, complete, perfect, That love is expressing and experiencing and attracting all that you need. That is full of abundance, of joy and freedom. That's when we rest. Take a moment to feel, to be aware of. Look around your room, look around your body, look around. Your pets is there with you. Look around. And all of that is you moving forward, expressing. And tell me in the chat how you feel. What is that awareness that came today for you? And you don't want to be the only one who speaks. I want to hear from you. I know, it's so good. How you feel? Tell me, my friends. Just Jeannie say awareness for me was dropping the heaviness of the day. Exactly. And what is the heaviness? That's not you. You are bigger than that heaviness. Exactly. That's God expression, experience on you. Remember that lightness tomorrow when you come back to the heavy day. Peace. Feel it. All night? Yes. Exactly. I'm not saying that we are not going to work and say like I work. Well, I'm one with God, so I'm not going to do anything. No. It's actually remember that light light lighter feeling that you had. Return to that. And when you are connected with that, maybe with that breathings, that's when you say, God, show me. Show me what do I need to do, who I need to call, who I need to talk. Maybe he's telling you, go take a drink and come back. Everything will be perfect. Exactly, Fred. Exactly. Flannery, could you expand a little your comment? I'm very curious. Peace, Reverend Sherry. I love that. It's my favorite part. Peace. Because when we are connected with God, always we are in peace. Doesn't matter what is going on, doesn't matter in the storms of always we are in peace. And we can go like say like Jesus, peace be with you. And everything calms. But it starts from us. Awesome, April. Awesome. Love that. Because you are not your stress. Don't call it my stress. Don't call it ego stress, pequeñitos, small self. Belief has a stress. I'm bigger than this. And that's why you recognize God. Because God doesn't get stressed. Our bodies are not to get stressed. but we love to create stories. So when you are in the stress, just breathe and remember that. And ask yourself, who is in stress? I am in stress. Myself, true self, is in stress. And you will hear us say, nah, and release it. And when you release that, everything will flow different. Everything will unravel beautiful. That you will say, well, what? God, thank you. I love the comments. I love the comments. Keeping going. Exactly. Exactly. I love that you say you got it of you understanding, because we understand God in different ways, and when we expand our consciousness and we focus ourselves in the eyes, in the prize, and in the vision of God as well, our understanding of God expands. So the God that you understand 20 years ago, 5 years ago, is not the same God today. So it's always good to do this type of exercise of a self-awareness of the self who I am, to recognize that I am is bigger than everything. So expand our consciousness of the God that we understand. But mostly of that is stop to be a God mental, and it's more than experiential goal. God, universe, energy, Mother, Father, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever is you got. That is, the idea is being more experimental, is feel it, because God is love, and love is not a mental activity, it's a feeling. I love that, share. Thank you. Well, we are at 2 minutes to finish here. Love the expansion too. That's my love it. That's that. So we are at 2 minutes to finish our this is practice, which just makes me so happy to see you, to see and recognize to your in your comments that we are start deepening the awareness of the presence of God on ourselves, and that we are one and experience it, God, because that's what a spiritual practice are for, to experience God. It's not just about mental work and philosophy and arguments. That's fantastic. Yes, because we need to expand or gather understanding, how to understand it. But we need to understand God from our heart. So very, very grateful for all your participation. Thank you for staying until the last minute. I'm very, very grateful to be part of this movement of practice, to have a time to relax, to reconnect, to see others, to enjoy the presence of others through God. I'm very, very grateful. And I just want to remind you that this space is supported by Creative Living Fellowship. Let me put back that over there. And if you like this space and like the midday meditations that we have every day, that midday in Phoenix, Arizona, so Mountain Standard Time, if you are watching this out of the stream. And also we have tomorrow, Tuesday Connection with Reverend Sherry. Excellent conversations, excellent time you can go with this experience and share with it and expand it, because Reverend Sherry has a lot to share and to give and to expand with you. So I invite you to support Creative Living Fellowship through our PayPal button or link, Or CLF is very modern, has a text way, so you can text it from your phone and do a donation. So here's the way to do it. And I'm very happy for all of you. I'm very grateful to be with you in this time. I'm very, very, very grateful. And I see you next Monday for another time of practice. Bye.